Another job? I thought we already worked this out about you leaving the clinic.
Well, I just got this phone call out of the blue, and I don't even know how they knew how to call me. But, it's just an interview. It's not like it's anything definite. But it's for a lot more money, Scotty.
Well, this is, a surprise. What kind of a job is it?
Secretarial work, kind of like what I'm doing at the clinic, I guess. I mean, I won't really know until I talk to them. But it sounds like there'd be a lot of room, you know, for advancement.
That's important. Advancement.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous about the whole thing.
What, the interview or changing jobs?
Both. And I finally just got settled into this one. And I love working with you. And Heather, too.
Well, we definitely would miss you if you decide to leave.
Does that mean you're asking me to stay?
I'm just saying that I think you should do whatever it is that you feel is best.
That's the problem. I don't know what's best. I was hoping you could help me.
Leave us alone. Will you get your hands off Mason?
Mason's gone, Counselor. Sonny's back in the saddle. Let's go, Sugar Britches. I need a bourbon like a cow needs a cud.
Do something. 1, 2, 3. Sonny? Mason?
Yeah?
Thank God. 1, 2, 3. Sonny? 1, 2, 3. Sonny, come on.
Save your breath, Gina. Sonny's gone. If you could arrange the same thing, we'd all be a lot happier.
Oh, sure, keep on making the jokes. I'm not finished. I've got a plan of my own, and my plan's gonna get me everything I want.
You are wrong. You're seeing something else.
I felt the dirt in my face. I couldn't breathe. It was in my eyes. I was being buried alive,
It
Cruz.
was a dream. So you have dreams, don't you? You had a nightmare.
It was Adriana.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, Sandra.
I've been right every time so far.
Well, you're wrong right now.
This is why I didn't want to tell you, is because I knew you wouldn't accept it.
No, I don't accept it. We've gone too far for something like this to happen right now.
Cruz, listen to me.
I'm not gonna listen to you. My baby is alive. You understand me? She's alive.
I can't make your decisions for you, Celeste.
No, I know that, but I was hoping that you'd give me some of your vast experience and wisdom. I'm so lousy at making choices.
I guess you gotta think about your future.
What does my future hold for me if I stay with you?
Well, it's vague. I mean, there are a lot of things I want to do at the clinic to make it better, and of course, if you decide to stay, you'll be a part of that. But I don't know how long that's going to take.
So what you're saying is that I should move on, right?
No, I'm not pretending to give you any advice. Celeste, look, I don't want you to,
What?
It's got to be your decision, Celeste. I mean, what if I told you to go, right? And then you wind up hating the place. You'd wind up blaming me for it.
Probably.
Tell me something. What is it that you really want? I mean, not just about the job, but with everything. You know, your life, your future.
Well, I want to help people, and I want to be a good person. I want to be happy.
Okay, all right, and what is going to make you happy?
Being able to make a decision.
Celeste, I'm serious.
I don't know. Scotty, I've been so many places, you know. I've done so many different things that just getting through a day gets in the way of thinking long term sometimes, you know?
We all have dreams.
Yeah, we do. You and I used to have the same ones, remember? Helping people. We were going to change the world. Angry young youths. Yeah.
Why, has a lot changed since then?
Well, I'm answering your phone and keeping your files in order. I don't think that's exactly what we meant when we talked about all that.
Yeah, but what, you think you're going to be so much more fulfilled at this other job?
I'll make more money.
Celeste, look, I don't pretend to know what it is that you want or how you should get it. But maybe you shouldn't let a better opportunity like this go by. You know, I'm the last person to tell you that you should stay someplace when there's something better out there that you want.
Maybe I won't even like it. Maybe it won't even work out.
And maybe it'll be exactly what you want.
Who knows?
That's right. Who knows?
Every day I find it harder to hear you. What are you saying to me? What is it? Am I not listening, or are you just not talking? Maybe it's a little bit of both.
Hello, Father Michael.
Hope we're not interrupting anything.
No.
Brandon got into his head this morning that he wanted to be civil-minded and help you with that garage sale or whatever it is you got going here.
It's a rummage sale, Bunny.
Well, that's what I meant.
Well, the volunteer meeting's tomorrow.
I know, but tomorrow's bad for me. You know, school now. I thought maybe there was something I could do today.
I think we could probably find something.
Great. I got some rummage in the car.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind this.
No, not at all.
You know, he's been finding more and more reasons to leave the house. He's just not happy anymore.
Well, he's been going through a lot of changes.
Maybe you could talk to him, Father. I try, but I just don't get anywhere.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
By the way, congratulations are in order on your wedding.
Oh. How'd you know?
Well, I was asked to perform the ceremony for you and Vanessa.
Right. Thank you.
I hope that you'll be very happy. I hope you don't mind my asking, but the DeFranco family, isn't that the same last name of the man who was trying to kill Mason Caplow?
No. Yeah, the same name, but no relation
No,
whatsoever.
I didn't think so. I was curious.
Well, Brandon, I'll see you in a little bit. I'll come back and pick you up, all right?
Thanks, Bunny.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Sure. So, how are things going for you at home?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah? You sure?
Sometimes I don't understand my mom.
Well, now, is there any special reason, or is that just because she's a mom?
She never seems happy anymore. And I get scared it's my fault. I even think she wants to trade me in for somebody else.
That's not true, Brandon.
Stranger things have happened. Look how many husbands she's traded in.
That's a different situation. I know the most important thing in your mother's life is her love for you.
Then why can't I make her happy?
You do, Brandon. Listen to me. Adults, sometimes they get so caught up in trying to make things work in their life that they forget who or what it is that makes their life important to begin with. And they just need to be reminded.
You mean, like, that I love her? I try, but most of the time she's too angry to listen. And I want to run away to a place where nobody's ever angry, like here in the church.
You can't run away from things, Brandon. Not to the church or anywhere. Things don't work out unless you face them. You run away, they just follow you. And then you spent your whole life running away and you still haven't gotten anywhere.
You're wasting your time. You're lost. I know all about your little plan to get an annulment by reasons of insanity. Well, I have to be insane to let you get away with it.
Gina, I don't need your permission. My insanity is now documented. It'll stand up in any court of law. That's all I need.
You need my signature on the annulment papers. There's only one way you're going to get it.
No deals, Gina.
This isn't a deal, it's a condition.
Why would we even consider talking to you?
Because you don't have a choice.
What is this brilliant checkmate you strategized?
I want you to personally guarantee that I will have custody of Brandon until he becomes of legal age.
Gina, that's my father's affair. I have nothing to do with that. How do you expect me to make that kind of commitment?
You'll figure out a way. After all, you're the attorney. Unless you want to stay together till death do us part.
Don't tempt us.
Just stay out of this, Julia.
Everything's a big scheme to you, isn't it? You scheme to get a man, you scheme to get rich, you scheme to hold on to Brandon. If you were a fit mother, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Why is it necessary that you go through life like a reprobate?
It's all she knows. That's what she is.
Well, I'm sorry that I have such a strong sense of self-preservation in this matter. But when you deal with scum like the Capwells, well, you really have no choice. I love Brandon. He should be with me. Now, Mason, you should understand that better than anybody else. How could I possibly turn him over to Cece? I'm handing you a double-edged sword. Use it.
You're like a cancer. You squirm your way into people's lives and then try to rot away their insides. You are more dangerous than Cece could ever be. Good, Bunny, you're just in time. Will you get her out of here before she infects everybody else around her?
Oh, you got no right talking about her like that. Gonna make sure she fights you with everything she's got. Come on, Jean, let's get out of here. The air in here is distinctly sour.
You know my terms, Mason. Take them or leave them.
She is the one we should be proving insane.
Insane or not, I'm afraid she's got us right where she wants us.
What are you talking about?
If we want this annulment final by the end of this century, we're going to have to do exactly what she wants.
Are you sure he's Mason?
Yes.
I think he still needs his head examined.
Julia, she can tie us up for months, even years.
But Mason...
Maybe we should discuss this at home, huh?
You know, excuse me, I don't think this should be the last time I see you. Sonny isn't gone, he's just buried, and I have a feeling it's going to take a little bit of therapy to make sure he doesn't come back.
I'll call you later in the week to make an appointment. Last thing I want is that cowboy hurting any more people.
Did you see my baby in that grave?
No, I was seeing through her eyes.
Then how do you know it was her? When you had those images of the nanny, you didn't know who it was until she looked in the mirror, until you saw the reflection. It could have been anybody.
No, I heard the baby crying.
And you were choking. How could the baby be crying and choking at the same time?
I don't know.
No, you don't know, so don't tell me my baby's dead.
Cruz, I don't want this to be true any more than you do. But if it wasn't Adriana, you tell me who it was.
It could have been anybody. It could have been Katerine. Your connection has been with her from the beginning. And you want to tell me what the logic in this is? Why would somebody kill the nanny if the baby were already dead?
Don't yell at me, Cruz.
Well, then don't leave me in circles.
I don't have any control over what I see.
Don't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that someone with a gift like yours could manipulate a situation like this if she were so inclined.
Why would I want to do that?
You tell me.
Cruz, I think that you're scared, so you're angry.
Don't tell me how I feel, please.
I'm trying to tell you what I saw.
I don't think I need any more of this relationship, you know?
No, you need me.
God. I need some air. Excuse me.
No, Cruz. Cruz. Don't leave me.
Oh, why do I feel like such a criminal?
Hey, look, there's no blood on your hands. I made the arrangements for Celeste to get this new job, not you.
Yeah, I know, but you did it for me, and that makes me just as guilty, if not more so.
Guilty of what? Saving your relationship with Scott? All's fair in love and war. Corny, but true.
Yeah, but there won't be any relationship to save if Scott finds out about this.
He's not going to find out. Look, people are getting job offers out of the blue every day of the week. And it's a better job. He knows she'd be foolish not to take this job. She's out of your hair, everybody wins.
Okay. Then why don't I feel better about this?
Relax. It'll all work out.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Looks like I got some bad news. You might have to get a new Celeste.
What do you mean?
Well, I've been offered another job. It's nothing definite yet, but I have an interview for it this afternoon.
Really? When did this come about?
Just today. Seems like word of her talents leaked out despite our efforts to keep it a secret.
Well, Well, I don't know whether to wish you good luck or not. We sure hate losing him.
Well, as I said, it's nothing definite. I mean, it may not work out at all, so.
Well, you know, if it's a better job, you should probably take it. You know, we'd understand.
Well, that's just the point. I mean, what is a better job, really? I mean, at least here I'm helping people and I'm doing something for the community, and that really matters.
So what do you think, Scott?
I think she has to decide what it is she wants. Go with it.
Oh, Cruz. Not supposed to be this way.
Sandra, what's happened?
What's wrong?
I was just having a bad dream. It scared me.
You're lying.
No. I'm fine, really.
Where's Cruz?
He went out.
Sandra, tell me what really happened.
We had a misunderstanding
About the case?
about everything. I had another vision about Adriana, that she was being buried alive, and Cruz wouldn't accept it. He's letting his fears interfere with his belief, and he's deserting me.
That sounds personal.
Maybe it is. But I know that his disbelief won't last very long. I know that he's going to come back to me.
Sandra?
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say that I'm in too deep.
You are in too deep.
I've seen the future.
Whose?
Mine. With Cruz.
The way you want it to be?
The way it's going to be.
Sandra, Cruz is a married man. He loves his wife very much.
He needs me more.
To help find his baby, that's all. If you try to push your way into his life...
Look, I know what I'm doing.
You have let yourself get emotionally involved. I warned you against this.
You're not my father. You can't tell me how to live my life.
I don't want to see you get hurt.
I know what's going to happen. I've seen it. And everything I've ever seen has come true. Nothing can change it, Sean.
I'm not feeling too good about this, babe. Everything inside me says Sandra has got to be lying about the baby being dead, but what if she's not?
You sure know how to make enemies, Castillo.
Victor, I don't want to talk to you right now. In fact, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Oh, believe me, there's not a cop out there that wants to talk to you either. See, you can't just decide to launch a private investigation into the department. Cops don't want other cops looking into their lives. That's what internal affairs is for.
Like I said, this is not the time.
This is my job, Cruz. You put me in charge of internal affairs. I'd like to know what the hell's going on.
I can't take that chance right now.
We're getting a new DA in. The word is he is a major, by the book, pain in the butt. The last thing we need is for him to walk into the middle of a mutiny.
There's not going to be a mutiny. And if you see Fonseca, you tell him I want that information I asked him for, and I want it soon.
You are making a big mistake.
Well, if I am, I'll deal with it. You see, I have a problem. I have reason to believe my baby may still be alive, but I don't know where she is. So I don't really care how many toes I step on, how many enemies I make. I don't have the rest of my life to be nice about this.
Julia's just a lot of talk. I could see it in Mason's eyes. I've got him right where I want him.
You're crazy.
Maybe a little desperate.
That too.
Not more desperate than Mason. He'd love to get out of this marriage so easily.
He's going against his father.
You don't understand. The one thing that Sonny and Mason actually had in common was they both resented Cece. Now I'm going to give Mason his chance at freedom, and he'll have a chance to stick it to Cece. It's not a deal, sweetheart. That's a gift.
Gina, please. Take your deals, take your schemes, and send them to hell once and for all. I'm here, and I love you, and you don't need anybody else.
Sonny, we've been over this.
I know. Thousands of times, right? And nothing ever changes. As far as I see it, I got more in my favor now than ever.
Maybe you think I'm just obsessed with the Capwell family. Well, maybe I am. But it's not going to change, buddy. That's why you and I should just be friends and leave it at that.
Gina.
I mean it. Someday you're going to find the person that's right for you. Someone really special, and that will be real love.
Phone call for Vanessa DeFranco. Phone call, Vanessa DeFranco.
Gina has no right to raise a child. She's a thief. She's a blackmailer. She's a snake in women's clothing.
Change the gender and you've just described my father.
There's no comparison.
And you don't know my father.
I thought everything was better between you two.
Oh, it's kind of like a dog with fleas. You never quite get rid of them.
That's attractive. But it doesn't solve our problem.
Brandon's the one with the problem, and I just might be able to help him with it.
But Mason, it's unethical.
No more so than you allowing those files to be stolen to protect Michael.
That's not fair.
Julia, you did something you thought was right, ethical or not, to protect another person. Do you regret doing it?
No. Well, yeah, but look what happened to me. I lost my job.
What are you talking about?
They're bringing in another district attorney. Driscoll said that I mishandled the case and that I could stay on and be the assistant DA, and I thought that was more insulting than being fired.
Well, you don't have to stand for that. There's no actual proof of wrongdoing.
Only if I tell him the truth.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I want to. I have to. I don't want him to think that this happened because Cece strong-armed me or he bought me out. I want him to know that I don't have any regrets about it, and if the same thing happened again, I would do it all the same.
Well, that's very noble, but it's going to taint your legal reputation.
Then let it. There are some things more important, like friendship and trust. Michael gave me both of those things. And I'm not going to return what he gave me with betrayal.
You can't lose strength, not now.
Maybe I should just accept what Sandra says, that the baby... that this is useless. I could just get on the next plane to Paris.
Cruz, I know you. There's no way you're going to be able to face Eden unless you can tell her that you have explored every angle and every lead.
The image I have in my mind of what Eden's face will look like when I put the baby in her arms, that has been driving me, Michael, but I may be fooling myself, you know. Maybe the only reason that I won't give up the search is I can't face the idea that the baby is dead, and I just use this investigation to run away from it.
You're not running away from anything. The only reason that you're still here is because you know that you haven't done everything you can to find her. You're a cop, Cruz. And what do your instincts tell you?
That there's probably a secret somewhere buried in this mess.
You've got to keep digging or you're going to be running away.
Michael, I'm afraid of what I'm going to find.
Whatever you find, and I pray that it is Adriana is alive and safe, you've got to keep searching. You've got to close out this chapter in your life, because believe me, if you walk away from this, if you never know, you're going to hate yourself.
Obviously, you're speaking from experience.
It catches up to you, Cruz. Take my word for it.
I know. Guess I needed to hear somebody say it.
Whatever you need, I'm here for you.
I know that too, man. You've become quite a friend, and I'll tell you, I do need that right about now.
Count on
it. The starting salary is $600 a week, plus a normal benefit plan. If you're good, you can move up very fast. I want someone who's not afraid of work, because I work very hard. Now, something about you.
Well, I've been doing secretarial work at a community health clinic for the last several months.
And before that?
I was modeling in Los Angeles. I know that's not too many qualifications for the kind of job you're looking at. Maybe I'm not really...
Let me tell you something. When I first started out, I knew nothing about the business. I learned it all firsthand.
Well, I've always believed people who get ahead do because they know how to overcome obstacles. So...
In business, being a woman is probably the biggest.
Well, that obviously was never a problem for you.
I sense you're the kind of person who could overcome obstacles, too.
I try to. I don't always succeed, but I try.
I'm willing to give you the chance, Celeste.
Are you saying that you're offering me the job?
If you want it. I have a good feeling about you, and I always like to trust my instincts.
Oh, this is all moving very fast.
Well, get used to it. It won't slow down.
Margaret, I apologize, but I can't give you an answer right this minute. I'm just going to need a little bit of time to think about all of this.
Well, I need to know by tomorrow.
That's fair enough.
You're not the only one I'm considering, but I think you and I could work very well together. I look forward to your telephone call.
Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, do you mind if I ask you, how did you find out about me?
Someone recommended you.
May I ask who?
He wants to remain anonymous.
Scotty.
Too bad about Celeste, huh?
Yeah, but we can't really stand in her way.
True, but she's going to be very difficult to replace.
Yeah, she was a really good receptionist.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that. I mean, she really understood the people in this neighborhood. And when you work in a clinic like this is probably the most important thing. You know, to get people to trust you, you got to get them to understand you, right?
Yeah, but, honey, the reality of it is we can't offer her what these other people can offer her. You know, at least not until we've expanded the clinic.
You know, maybe it's time we got started. We got the money, why wait?
This isn't something you just rush into, Scott.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's going to take a lot of planning, but that's why we should get started.
Yeah, but I thought that you wanted to do it right.
Oh, I do, honey, I do. It's just that, I don't know, I guess I'm just getting anxious. I mean, there's a lot of things I want to do here.
Can I ask you something?
What?
The reason that you're in such a big hurry to expand the clinic, is it just so you keep Celeste around?
Oh, come on, Heather. You know how important it is for me to get this place together the way that I want it to be? Well, I've got the money now, so I just want to get started. That's my motivation.
I'm sorry. I know how important this place is to you. I really do. And we're going to get it done. It's going to be better than you even ever imagined, right? We'll do it together, right? The two of us?
Yeah.
The perfect team?
I don't regret what I've done, Mr. Driscoll. I know that I've lost your trust, but it was more important for me to trust myself at that time. I also realized that I took an oath to protect the law and chose to protect my own interests. However, the situation was at best unusual, and I did what I thought was right at the time. What really matters is that justice was served all around, for the law, for the survivors, and for my friend, Father Michael.
I can't deny that I loved her. Listen. She reached out to me at a time when I felt very empty, and she made me see I had shut myself off from a whole world, a world that I missed. What do you do when you suddenly discover that the life that you're living is a lie? You reach out, you flail at life, you hope to find something.
I know that I'm overly emotional sometimes, and that I jump before I think, but I've had time to think. My life has been set by the guidelines of justice, and now I'm questioning a justice where love and loyalty on a personal level are shunned. No one was hurt by what I did. In fact, they were helped. So I can't regret what I did.
I should feel guilty about these feelings, but I don't. I don't feel any regret. And the church asks me to guide others through their pain. And I think I do that well. But, you see, I am hiding. I am not allowing myself to experience the pain that I am encouraging them to endure. I am a murderer. I shot an 8-year-old boy in cold blood, and I can't even go back and face that. That makes me worse than a hypocrite. And it makes me a lousy priest. How can I continue to help others when I can't even help myself?
I'm telling you, it sounds just like a mob war you're starting.
Bonnie, don't be so melodramatic.
I am not being melodramatic, Gina. You're starting a war and you're putting Brandon right in the middle of it.
Brandon's welfare is the only thing I really care about. I love him, and I'm not going to hand him over to a man who's incapable of love.
Listen, it's not your motives I question. It's your methods.
Yeah, the methods I've been using all of my life. I can't change them.
I can teach you.
Bonnie, don't start.
Clear the I know you.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Just get the check.
Everything's taken care of, Mr. Tagliati. No payment required.
I don't understand.
Compliments for your Uncle Mario. He's dining with Vanessa DeFranco.
Let's go say hello to your uncle. He's always so charming.
No, let's not. He obviously wants to be left alone. If he wanted to say hi, he would have come on over.
That girl he's with.
I don't know. I have no idea. Why should I know?
So, you think your mother will be surprised by this? You better be. Cost it, huh? So, what are you gonna think about your old dad when you grow up, huh? You know what I think? I think you're gonna like your mother better. You know why? Because she plays by the rules. I don't know why that should make me uncomfortable, but it does. See, I think sometimes you have to step on a few toes to get things done. Maybe that's why I make so many enemies. Maybe that's why you'll never approve.
Be okay. It'll happen in time. I was wondering when you'd come back.
Yeah, well, I had some things I needed to do.
You said you didn't need me anymore.
Sandra, I'm not going to allow this to turn into a game. You withheld what you had seen.
I won't do it anymore, Cruz. No more secrets. I'll tell you everything I see, everything I know.
Everything you feel?
I'm afraid to.
You're afraid of what?
I'm afraid that I won't be able to give you what you want.
What I want is to know what happened to my baby.
Do you still think
that I can help you with that?
Yes, I do.
Then you still need me?
Yes.
Mason? Anybody? Hello? Thank you for saving me from a fate worse than death. You're my hero in a white 10-gallon hat, driving the black-hatted Sunny Sprocket into oblivion. To a new beginning.
Welcome to the firm.
Capwell and Capwell.
Well, you didn't think I was going to let the second-best attorney in Santa Barbara slip through my fingers, did you?
You're a madman.
Madness is often mistaken for genius. So is it a deal?
I need to think about it.
Time's up.
There's a potential for disaster here.
You have that potential when you cross the street.
All right. Let's create a scenario. All right, our first two cases come in simultaneously, and since we're not sufficiently staffed, we can't take both cases, so we're going to have to pick one. All right? So the one we pick is a woman. Now, this woman makes, what, maybe $10,000 a year. She's got 2 kids. She's being evicted from an apartment, which is going co-op, and she's only got 14 days to move, which is totally unacceptable.
For her or for us?
All right, I'm getting to that. Now, the next case is a multi-million-dollar corporation with national ties that's trying to take over a family-run pickling plant business in Ojai. Now, this business has been going on for 25 years. Which one do we take?
This is a trick question?
That depends on your answer.
All right. Though I'm not at all opposed to taking pro bono work now and then, we are a business and we do need to turn a profit. And as such, I think the choice is obvious. We pick the corporation.
Aha! I rest my case.
What's your point?
My point is your obvious answer is not my obvious answer.
Julia, all businesses wind up in the red at the end of their first year. Now, I don't see any reason to compound that problem by taking on cases that aren't going to pay us any money. Now, if you like, you can take on all the pro bono cases you want to after we're established. I'll even put you in charge of all of them.
Thanks. We're going to be on opposite sides of the same case all the time. I mean, look how we feel about it. We don't agree legally, basically, right? I mean, look how you feel about Brandon and Gina. Wouldn't that be ironic if we ended up our first case being that, and then you'd defend Gina and I would defend Cece?
It's not going to go that far. I don't see that we have a problem. We have weathered far worse storms.
We'll be at each other's throats 24 hours a day. We won't be able to leave the office at the office.
I think it'll make life interesting. So do we have a deal?
I'll sleep on it. What is it that you said anyway about being the second best attorney in Santa Barbara?
Hey. So how'd it go?
Great, I think. She seemed to really like me. Well, she offered me the job, so...
Oh, that's terrific. So how does it sound?
Like a lot of work. But the salary is excellent, and as I said, there's a lot of opportunity for advancement, so...
So what are you going to do? You going to take it?
I'm not sure. I have to know something first.
What?
Why did you recommend me for the job, Scott?
What are you talking about?
Well, she said that I'd been recommended by a friend of hers, some man, and you're the only person that I've worked for in Santa Barbara, so who else could it be?
Celeste, why would I recommend you for another job?
That's what I'd like to know.
If I knew of something better for you, don't you think I would have come to you first?
I would like to think you would.
Celeste, there's no reason in the world for me to be sending you off to another job. I love the work that you're doing here. But I'm not going to stand in your way if you feel that there's something else out there that would be better for you.
It's just that I feel really comfortable here, Scotty. I mean, going into this job, I wouldn't know anyone or anything about the job for that matter, and that really kind of frightens me.
So why are you taking it?
I'm not.
Good. I'm glad.
So am I.
Scott, I think I found some little replacements for Sandra. Hi, Celeste.
Hi.
I don't think that's going to be necessary. Celeste has decided to stay.
Cruz, I was wrong. It wasn't Adriana.
What do you mean?
It was sand, not dirt. Desert sand. The house in the desert, the place you took me to.
What about it?
The image, I saw it again. And it was the same as before. The dirt in my face and the baby crying, only this time it didn't stop. It kept going. And it was sand falling in my face, so I couldn't see anything anymore, and I couldn't breathe anymore, but the baby kept crying. Through all the darkness, through all the choking. Cruz, she's still alive.
Oh my God, are you sure?
Yes, Adriana's still alive.